What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and I hope everyone is having an awesome start to their weekend. Now, as you all already know, Britney Spears' new song came out yesterday. And as some of you know, right before the release of this new song, her Instagram account was magically deleted. And I found that really weird because we know that this song is going to drive a lot of attention over to her Instagram account. And those of us that watch those of you all that watch my channel, we talk about a lot of the weird activity that's always on Britney's page. And I find it odd that as soon as, this song is coming out that's going to bring a whole, just thousands of new eyes to her Instagram account, that everything is just deleted. Now, of course, her father is also in court, so there's various reasons why the Instagram account could be deleted. But Britney went ahead and went over to Twitter. Now, Britney usually doesn't use Twitter that much, but yesterday she was extremely active on Twitter, and oh man, I don't think Twitter knows what is about to happen to them. I don't think Twitter saw this coming at all, because it's like she came to Twitter, she posted the most normal post I had ever seen in my life. And the post even read to me like she realizes that some of the stuff she's been doing on Instagram isn't a good look, and she kind of wants to change that. She mentions her kids, and we know that her kids have been upset for a while that she's posting her butthole on Instagram. So it seemed like a step in the right direction. And to me, I'm like, okay, well, you're promoting this song. You got rid of all the crazy on Instagram. You post this lengthy tweet that makes it seem like you're going to do better for yourself or whatever, and then bam, the song comes out, and then what happens? Can any of you all guess? Britney goes right back at it again. It's like as soon as the song comes out, bam, 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 you get a nude, you get a nude, you get a nude, you get a nude. All over Twitter. And then she deletes it and then reposts it and then deletes it and then reposts it and then deletes it and reposts it. So all of the crazy stuff we've been seeing happen on Instagram, now it's happening on Twitter. It's like just when you thought you were going to get a sense of normalcy, the song comes out, Elton John's talking about it, and then you go look on Britney's profile, and here she is, naked once again, asking Sam if he thinks it's funny. Are you laughing now, Sam? What does that mean? That would make me believe that y'all have had some type of conversation. Why would you even ask him that? Why would you post nudes of yourself on social media and then ask your husband if it's funny or if he's laughing? I find that extremely odd, but then again, everything this woman does is extremely odd. But looking at this is a strong argument, or this can be used as a strong argument to show that Britney really is free. I've been telling you all for the past couple of weeks, especially since this interview came out with Britney's kids, that I'm starting to lean more towards the side that Britney is free, that she's just having a mental health crisis. She's going through a mental thing. And I've made that clear since I began these videos. My original theory was that Britney was just, dealing with some mental issues. But I heard out Britney fans, I think the problem with the Britney fandom in general is no one wants to hear each other out. If someone thinks Britney isn't free, hear them out. Let them show you what evidence they have. If someone thinks Britney is free, hear them out. Let them show you what evidence they have. So I think there's been a misconception that this whole time I've been firm in the fact that Britney isn't free, but I've made it clear 1,000 times that I'm not so sure that's the case, but I will entertain it. I will look into it. I'm not going to shut half of the Britney Spears fandom down just because they believe that there's something still going on, because it looks to me like there's still something going on. And the only other explanation would be that Britney isn't in a good place mentally. Now, after what I saw happen on Twitter yesterday, I feel like that was Britney. I mean, why even delete the Instagram if you're just going to go over to Twitter and post nudes and delete them and repost them and delete them and repost them and delete them and repost them? It's like it's the same antics. And I can't help but feel that this is Britney. And I think people need to start slowly maybe coming to that realization. To be clear, I'm not saying there isn't something else going on. That could still be the case. But people need to start coming to the realization that this is Britney now. Britney wants to post these pictures 1,000 times in a day and delete them. Britney wants to spin around. This is what Britney wants. I mean, I want her to want better for herself, but if she doesn't, then hey, she's got a new song out. People are streaming it all over the world. No one gives a damn if she's doing good mentally or not. In fact, you know, we actually heard from Britney for the first time yesterday. We heard, there's actually 2 videos out there where we get to hear from Britney. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Sir Elton John. Hello, Sir Elton John. We are like #1 in 40 countries. Holy shit! I'm in the tub right now and I'm about to go have the best day ever. And I hope you're well. And
yes, fuck yes, fuck yes! Couldn't send it in a text cause it's too fucking important. #1 in 33 countries.
okay, hello, crazy, sexy woman. I really needed to hear that this morning. I'm kind of proud too. I'm excited. Don't tell anybody. Anyways, when are me and you gonna get together and have our own individual cool sexy mama picture? Okay, I miss you and thank you so much for sending me that. That was brilliant. I love you. Bye.
And of course, it's in the British accent. Once again, we've heard from Britney maybe a half a dozen times since the end of the conservatorship. We heard her real voice in a court snippet that everyone wants to hang on to, even though that was like almost a year ago now. But the only other times we've really heard Britney talk is in this English accent. She used this English accent when she was in the car with Sam right before they got married, and she was like sipping on champagne. And now in the 2 videos that she's posted since her new song dropped, here she is once again, British accent. And the fans and even the Free Britney movement, yes, Queen, we love the British accent. It's really fitting because you made a song with Elton John. No, Britney suffers from like multiple personality disorder. Britney literally has other people like living inside of her head. She's gone through so much trauma at a young age that she created alter egos, and she goes into those alter ego modes to escape the stuff that she's been through. And we all know that. I'm not a big Britney fan, and I know that. It's sad that every time this British accent comes out, that I have to remind Britney's fans that, hey, we all know that this is an issue. When she was carted off originally, when they came to her house and she was locked in the bathroom, running bath water with her child, when they eventually talked her out of that bathroom, she came out screaming and yelling in a British accent. It's already been documented. We all already know this. So I hate that people always view this British accent as if it's like some type of joke. Don't get me wrong. I get the sense that Britney has a good sense of humor. I do see that. But I don't think this is a joke. I think this is pretty serious. And I mean, even in the video, it doesn't look like Britney's really happy in that video. Maybe she is. She looks a little disheveled. And she's using her British accent. And, you know, it's really sad how the same people who point out issues ignore those issues once they get what they want. It's like, y'all are the same people who are educating everyone about, you know, her alter egos and her different, you know, disorders and all of this stuff. And now y'all act like this is cute. The same people who educated, you know, or tried to educate the world about her British accent and about the fact that she doesn't want to make music anymore and all of that nonsense. This isn't a red flag to you. The fact that the only time you've heard Britney talk within the last few months, she's always using this British accent. You know, I have a theory because oftentimes Britney will post like a cup of tea on her Instagram. Like a teacup. And her fans always, go crazy like, oh my God, it's tea time. She's about to start talking crap about her family again. Everyone get ready. But in reality, a lot of those tea posts, they don't lead to anything. She just, hey, I'm going to post this cup of tea. I have a theory that when you start seeing her do that, when you just randomly see Britney post a cup of tea that's not even hers, she'll just go find a cup of tea on the internet and she'll just post it on Instagram. I have a theory that when she does that, that's when her British alter ego is basically coming into play. Now imagine being Sam, her husband, and living with her and being with her while this is how she talks and acts. Is that not disturbing? Just think about it. Sam is laying up with somewhere with Britney as we speak. They're laying up together, probably having a good day. But Sam knows that Britney shouldn't be using this British accent, but she is. Would you like some fish and chips, eh? Oh, can I get a spot of tea, eh? How could you sit there and watch your wife go into a whole nother alternate personality and just act like it's normal? That is scary as hell to me. But at the very least, even if this is just Britney wanting to use a British accent because that's what she likes to do, even if this is just whatever else the hell is going on, I think that we are starting to see now that this is Britney. This is Britney. I'm not saying that there isn't some nefarious stuff still going on behind the scenes. I'm sure there is, but there's no denying that this weird activity, a lot of it's just Britney. And we saw it on Twitter. I know a lot of you all don't get on Twitter, but if you've seen what Britney does on Instagram, it all happened right on Twitter yesterday. Just the constant erratic posting of nudes and deleting and nudes and deleting. And my thing is like, if you're going to post them, post them. If you're going to post them, post them. Why do you post them and then delete them and then repost them and then delete them and then repost them and then delete them and then repost them and then delete them? It's so tiring. And that's why people think there's something wrong. If I got on Instagram right now and posted a picture of my butthole and then deleted it and then posted it and then deleted it 14 times in one day, would any of you all reach out to me to ask me if I'm okay? That's the question I want to know. How many of you all are ever concerned about someone else? If you saw your friend doing this, would you reach out, ask them if they're okay? I hope so. I sincerely hope so. But here is the creepiest part of this all. Twitter uses, they have a different set of rules than Instagram. Everything that Britney has been posting on Instagram goes against their guidelines. I don't know how in the hell she gets away with it, but of course she's famous, so she could do that. You, sitting at home right now, cannot post the type of pictures that Britney posts on Instagram. So there's a double standard there for sure. But over on Twitter, there is no censorship when it comes to bodies. Britney can go full naked. She doesn't have to cover up anything on Instagram. And now, her little fan base of creepos, not all of them are creepos, but there's a lot of creepos within Britney's fan base. And the reason they encourage her to post these nudes is because they're getting off to it. And if you think I'm joking, go look at the comment section. So now there's some creepos in her fan base that are absolutely ecstatic. They are excited that Britney's on Twitter now. And they're egging her on to post more nudes. And not just that, but to get rid of like the stuff that's covering, the nipples and the vagina and the booty hole. They want her to get rid of those little hearts and peaches and stuff that she uses to cover that up. And they want her to go full nude right on Twitter. Literally, as we speak, if the post isn't deleted, because Britney deletes everything, there's people begging her, hey, Queen, yes, Twitter's got different rules. You don't got to block it. Please show everything. So what's happening here, in my opinion, as I'm looking at it, I'm leaning further and further towards the fact that this is Britney doing all this weird stuff. And now I think that since Britney has gone from Instagram to Twitter, there's going to be people out there encouraging this even more. They're going to encourage this even more until Britney just does something absolutely balls off the wall crazy, which I think we could already argue that she has done that 1,000 times just within the last week. But they're egging her on as we speak. They're egging her on. Just show it all. Take away the emojis covering everything. You don't have to do that on Twitter. Do you think those people care about Britney? You know, a lot of people like to attack me for my opinions. I'm used to it. Who cares? But how can you come at me telling me that I don't care about Britney when I'm the only one that's calling out the fact that she's going through a mental health crisis? Matter of fact, I'm not the only one. Let me clear that up. There's other people, but there's not really people on YouTube and with platforms really calling this stuff out. There is a YouTuber by the name of KL Cool. She's calling it out. Shout out to you. I'm glad there's someone else on this earth that can see through the BS and see that there's something wrong with Britney. But how can someone say that I don't care about Britney when I've done nothing but make videos talking about the fact that I think she's mentally going through something? Meanwhile, they think her fans are so great. Meanwhile, they are egging her on to get even more naked on Twitter so they can get off to it. And so that her relationship with her kids is even more damaged. Sad world we live in. But anyways, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. I think I'm going to go play Madden, and I hope you all enjoy your Saturday.